So last night, there was another controversial game management decision from Josh McDaniels where this was the situation. The Raiders are, with 2 minutes left, facing a 4th and 1, deciding to kick a 52-yard field goal attempt up just 4 points at this point. Personally, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I hated this decision by Josh McDaniels, and I tweeted out, I think this is a fireable offense. I think it's that bad of a decision. A lot of people pushed back and said, well, that seems a bit harsh. Going up 7 still is valuable here. So, okay, fair enough. Let me explain my reasoning and why I think this is such a dumb decision. Show some charts, starting off with this one. Yes, we're using math here, and for that I apologize, but there's an 80% chance Daniel Carlson misses the kick. These are the two options that you see for kicking the field goal, right? If they make it or if they miss it. There's an 80% chance Carlson makes the kick. That's using his career numbers, not the average kicker's career numbers from that spot on the field. And if he makes a kick, it gives him a 90% chance that they hold on to win. Okay, well, that's pretty good, right? If there is a 20% chance Carlson misses the kick, but at the same time, there's still a 71% chance they hold on to win. So again, we're dealing with numbers that either way, Raiders are in a really good spot. Going for a field goal gives them being the Raiders, an 86.2% chance of winning, and successfully kicking a field goal gives them a 90% chance of winning. Okay, those are numbers to just, put a pin in. We'll get back to those. Well, what if they go for it? If they go for it, there's only a 66% chance they convert. Now, if they do convert, the Packers only have one timeout, so they win. If you convert, you can kneel it down, unless you fumble a kneel down attempt, which I guess there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. But, for all intents and purposes, 100% is the correct number. It's closer to 100 than 99% chance that they hold on to win. However, there is a 34% chance that they don't convert, and if they don't, then they just have a 73% chance they hold on to win, which is actually still higher than if they miss the kick. Which, of course, makes sense, right? If you don't convert, chances are you're going to give them the ball where you're at, whereas if you make the kick and miss it, well, then you're losing an extra 7 yards or so. So that little field position accounts for 2 extra percentage points. So let's go back to those first numbers. Going for a field goal gives them a 86.2% chance of winning. Successfully kicking a field goal gives them a 90% chance of winning. Well, what's it if they go for it? Obviously, if they hit it, it's 100%. But what's it just in general? Going for it gives them a 90.8% chance of winning. Going for it in this scenario is better than even if you know it's going to be a field goal. This is why I think this is such a bad decision. The field goal just doesn't help you out as much as potentially going for it and getting it. Having one play to win the game is just so valuable that if you have that opportunity, odds are analytics are typically going to say that you should go for it. And again, a lot of people will bring this up because people always bring this up. You can't just look at analytics. You have to look at the game situation and apply the analytics. And I fully agree with that. But what the analytics tells us is that what you have to do in this situation is, for this to be a smart decision by McDaniels, it would only be a smart decision if you believe that the Raiders have significantly lower than average chance to convert a 4th down and 1 compared to your average team. And given the way that I think Josh Jacobs ran in this game, given the way that we saw a quarterback sneak already hit earlier in this game, and they did what was originally a quarterback sneak, but then checked it to a different play on a 4th and short, or I believe it was a 3rd and short, and they converted that. They have been very good at short yardage. I actually think the odds were higher that they convert a 4th and 1 here as opposed to lower. So to me, the game situation actually makes me feel even better about potentially going for it right here. Because again, you would have to argue, because even if it's a 100% chance of making the field goal, it's still statistically a bad decision unless you think there is a much lower than average chance of converting this 4th and 1 compared to a regular 4th and 1 between two neutral teams. So yeah, I really disagree with the play call. I don't agree with head coaches just making decisions based on what feels right. I think you should at least, I've always said this, I want to know the numbers. I'm not going to say that you should go with the numbers every time. Of course you shouldn't, but I want to know the numbers, and I have to feel like if McDaniels knew these numbers, I think he probably goes for it. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.